Hey guys, it's me, Ricky again. Today I'm going to be recording another league on Izzet Ruby Storm. I had a league yesterday. It was actually the first league that I didn't do 3-2 or better. I ended up going 2-3, and a big thing was that I lost to Boros aggro twice and Mardu once, which is a little frustrating. Against one of the Boros players, game two, they went turn two Raptor into Static Prison for an Ruby Medallion, and then I played a Ral, and they immediately went. I played a Ral and then had attempted to go off turn two and kind of bricked out. Uh, so I played a Ral, tried to go off again, didn't make it again, hit a bunch of lands off my like ritual into Ren's Resolves, and they played another Amped Raptor straight into Celestial Purge. So it feels like there's a little bit more hate coming towards us now. It might also just be like that was hate for the mirror, and they just happen to bring it in because it's good against Rao. But I'm starting to think that I want to be siding a little bit more to deal with that matchup, even though I feel like it's already favored for us. And one of the ideas I've seen a lot of lists using is running one Pyroclasm or Brotherhood's End. I don't necessarily like the Brotherhood's End as much because it does cost a double red pip. Um, so it's not reduced by as much. I mean, it's still reduced by one, but even with the reduction, it's a 2 mana card. Um, so Pyroclasm is another option that I've seen a lot of lists running, and I think it's a little bit better. It does less damage, and it doesn't have the ability to hit artifacts. But a lot of the time, if you were to be using Brotherhood's End to destroy artifacts, you'd also be hitting any medallions that you have out. It also would kill your Ral. Pyroclasm does not kill your Ral. It does 2 damage to each creature. So it wipes essentially the important things off of a Boros or Mardu board while still leaving your Ral alive. So we're going to be trying that today. And I think we're just going to go down to 3 Blood Moon and add in a Pyroclasm instead. So that's what the list is going to look like today. Blood Moon is a card that most of the time when we want it, we can either just wish for it game one or wish for it in that situation. But in a lot of the matchups where we want it, say against Tron, we want it pretty early on, and we might not necessarily be able to develop Wish into Blood Moon, so we usually bring 2 in and leave 1 in the sideboard as a Wish target. I'll forego the ability to have it as a Wish target and just bring 2 in those matchups, and hopefully that can still get us there. And we'll have the Pyroclasm as a Wish target pretty much exclusively. So today we'll see how that goes. I already have a lead queued up, so let's go ahead and start. Hey guys, just a quick, I guess, interjection. There's going to be a decent amount of editing in this video, at least. I'm not a great editor, so it's mainly just going to be cuts. My game one opponent, for some reason, just either they were dual queued or something else like that, but they took forever. Going into game two, they had like 7 minutes left on the clock. So I will be editing down a lot of the dead space. I might edit another match too. I had another match where my opponent just took long gaps to do something. They were a zoo player. And at the end, they alt F forward. So there was just a timeout period of like 8 minutes waiting for them to either fully disconnect or come back. I believe that they alt F forward because I had dealt with like three. I think I bounced a Ragavan, dealt with a hate piece the turn after. And then they slam a Kavu, and then I deal with the Kavu as well. So I'll just be cutting down some of the dead space. That game one against against Jeskai Control. I I feel like I should address this now, but I don't think timing your opponent out is a scumbag move in MTGO. Um, if you are playing a deck that requires you to, oh hey cat, if you are playing a deck and are going to time consistently, especially with something like control, That's on you. Like, just I know a lot of people say, oh, that's not possible on in paper, right? Because it would be a draw. But consequently, I believe that match, game one, I still had like 12 or 13 minutes on the clock, and they were about to time out. That's slow play, and in even at FNM, I would judge call on you for that. If you were taking so long to resolve, either let things resolve or are for some reason dual queued, that's a choice that you have made, and you just have to live with the consequences of timing out. It's not my responsibility to play on your clock, right? If you are dual queued, it's not my problem that you've chosen to play two games at the same time. And if you lose a match because of that, that's a choice that you had made. Um, it might be a little, I understand the circumstances might be a little different if, say, it's a grindy back and forth matchup and you're about to win and then you lose anyways. But you know what? We've all had games where we've gone to time in paper, and we were one turn away from lethal, and it ended up being a draw anyways. And, like, it's turn 5 in turns, and you've got a board with a flyer, and your opponent doesn't, and they're at 4 life, and you're at 7, and your flyer does lethal, but you just needed one more turn. Hey, that's too bad. You won't get that win. Your opponent is nice enough they can concede, but at an RCQ, for example, that's not a win for you. So before people start saying, oh, that's not a real win, your opponent was timed out, you know what? That's on them. That's a choice they made. And quite frankly, I don't feel bad about it. You made me sit through 25 minutes of you doing nothing, basically. Anyways, on to the games. All right, so here we are in game one. We will be on the play. I will reveal my Juicy J. This hand has dig, but I'm on the play with one land and it's not a surveil, so I'm gonna have to ship that back. While this hand does not have a surveil, it does, or does not have a second land, it does have a surveil, it does have a strike it rich. So I'm more willing to keep this, and if I brick out, I can just go strike it rich. Now, on what I send back, I think here we send back the Passion Flames. I'll note that my opponent did not reveal Giganta, so I'm not exactly sure what they're on. Yeah, I think I send back the Passion Flames because I have the Wish, and the Wish could be a Passion Flames if I absolutely need it in that moment. They are keeping their 7. We will keep and send this away. Alright, so I'm just going to open Wooded and say go. I don't necessarily even need to worry about trying to turn 2 with the Strawberry Ridge, because even if I do top deck the land, or even if I don't top deck the land but go fetch mountain, strike it rich, I'd have ritual into nothing basically. So we'll just do it like this and say go. The Wooded Foothills probably does give away what we're on though. What do they play? They also do not reveal a Devourer, so I'm thinking less likely Tron opponent is thinking about their turn 1 play pretty hard. Close some of my extra tabs, Flooded Strand, and say go. So now I'm thinking this is the control matchup. Oops, I had my audio set to the wrong source. There we go. I will fetch my Surveil. Oh, perfect, we hit a land. So I could try to just get the Medallion down if they don't have a Spell Snare. But we'll play it safe and just go Arid Mesa and play Strike It Rich. But yeah, Flooded Strand makes me think Jeskai control pretty hard. Oh yeah, this is almost certainly Jeskai control. They kept on top. So here we will also fetch in Surveil. So I am tempted to keep a land. Ren's Resolve is pretty good though. Opponent has stopped me on my upkeep pretty aggressively. And then draw. We're just gonna go Aren's Resolve and see what they go for here. I kind of don't want them to counter this because of the fact that I want to hit another land. But at the same time, if that gets a counter spell out of them, that does get a counter spell out of them, we'll say go ahead. And they keep on top again. And it looks like they also miss a landfall. So they're almost certainly holding up Manamorphose. So I think they're not Manamorphose counterspell. So I think here we just say go. There's no reason to play aggressively here, and buying a Giganta could be a solid play, but it eats away the treasure token, which I would rather have for later. They're probably using the Tune the Narrative, yep. Let's see if they hit their land. They did hit land 3. If they shock, they might be playing a Teferi. It looks like they're... No, they just want to hold up counter spells. Okay. A land would be ideal. We play land, and I actually think we just buy Giganta now. And say go. So now let's think about next turn. Oh, nope, no land. Okay. Another land would be nice. Medallion, Ritual puts me... Ooh, that's pretty solid, actually, too, because I can just end step Flame of Anor. Is there a challenge right now? Is my opponent double queued? No, there's no challenge right now. My opponent might just randomly be double queued, but... I'm probably going to have to cut some of this dead time out. So I'm hoping they actually hit a wish, or a ring at some point. They're doing something here. Just hard cast Subtlety. Yeah, that's fine. Then on his end step, I will cast Flame of Anor, and I will draw 2. Ooh, kind of was hoping for some land there. Really, no lands. Okay. Am I supposed to just... So let's think. We have to try to do something here because I need to discard 2 cards otherwise. I think a ritual... Opening a ritual is probably correct here. Yeah, we'll try ritual and see what happens here. So they are going to counter this. They go Spell Snare. I think here... I try for a ritual again. Am I supposed to ritual again, actually? So I go ritual, 3 mana, medallion, floating 1. I can't really do anything with the float one, so it's probably just play Medallion and see what happens. Maybe it was actually supposed to be Ralph first because the flips could start hurting me. But they do have a red mana and 2 energy, so I'm thinking they might have a discharge. It's probably a little harder to answer the Medallion, assuming it resolves. At least now I don't need to discard to hand size though, which is the benefit of having done that. Please move, cat. So they're gonna swing in. They have lost connection to the game, apparently. Well, time to wait for them to connect. Looks like my opponent has reconnected. Move my cat over right there. That's fine. And he swings. Two white. Wrath. Okay. Land would be great. Not a land. We'll go impulse here. That is fine. They use a counter spell and say go. I think we just say go here. We'll discard one of the 3 wishes. Say go. Here I will go flame, and I'll just deal 5 to that. See if he counter spells it. I want to get rid of his clock right now. All right, he allows that to resolve, plays another land, and says go. Wow, really, no lands. Okay, we'll just go Ren's Resolve here. Ren's and pass, that's fine, we'll say go. Kind of waiting for him to play a ring at this point. They've been on land, so they're looking for something better at this point. They say go. We will go Ren's Resolve. See if this resolves. It does. I'll play a Scalding Tarn. And I'll say go. I'll let that Pass in Flames just go to discard. Well, not even discard. It remains in exile, but... it looks like now they have a ring. Although they're trying to make blue with that. 2 blue, red, blue. What are they playing? 5 mana? Lorien revealed? Okay. In response, I will fetch and surveil. We'll keep the medallion on top. So I think this is one of my better windows to try and go off. So we're going to open with Ruby Medallion and see if they counter that. They use a spell snare. I think now we attempt to ritual. And then we'll try to play her out. First down's okay. This will cost 2 right now, so I'll just say go. So right now it looks like they don't have a removal and they don't have a mana more, or they don't have a counter spell either. Because I feel like they would have just cast a removal there. They might have a Flage now though. Red. They're going colorless, red, white, and then they have white, white, red, red for haste. I do think this is them trying to figure out paying for a Flage. Oh, 2 blue. Narset. Okay. That is fine. Yep. I can bounce that with a Flood Maw probably if I need to. If we find an invert. They're going to go Discharge. I'll just go Metamorphose here to cycle. Keep the reduction. We'll go red, blue. We hit a land. Okay. That is fine. I think I just play a mountain. If I go Ral, they have an invert. I don't want to give them a Gigantha, really. Wish would give me... So Wish would cost 3. Blood Moon would cost 3. I think I want to try to force them to use this invert, though. There's the invert. They lost, so they just counter the Ral, which is kind of what we're going for there. And then we say go. They're on main deck Narset, though. That's interesting. Now they find their ring. They play their ring. Here we will fetch a tapped Steam Vents. Flame is kind of nice. The problem is they have the Narset in play. So I think I just go for play Gigantha. see if that resolves. I think we bottom that and say go. At this point, I feel like I'm just going to time the opponent out. This is game one, and he's gone through 13 minutes of his clock. And honestly, only like two-ish of those minutes were to the disconnect. The opponent just plays very slowly. Did he just haste a Flage without it being... Oh, because he has one in the graveyard. I see. Yep. Then we'll go sideboarding. Oh, I forgot to update the pyroclasms in the list. That's fine, though. I didn't notice until just now. Flame. Cut 2, strike it rich. And a wish. We'll be on the play. We will reveal the Giganta. I'm okay with this hand. Surveil. We'll keep the impulse on top. We'll go reckless. Oh, he wants to answer it. Okay. Oh, he just went 2. Okay. And then I'll say go. So there's an argument for forcing them to use a counterspell here into the Ruby Medallion. But because I have the Pact Negation in hand, I think I'd rather just be patient and say go. And then just fetch a Surveil on end step. Opponent does have 5 minutes on the clock for this game. Get rid of it. Here, I'll play a Surveil. We'll put the Wish on top. I'll just buy a Giganta. And Siga. Oh, looks like they're tapping out for a ring. So here we can actually have a backup for our medallion. I'm just thinking if it's worth trying to go off. I go medallion, ritual, past in flames. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll fetch a basic here then. We hit a Ral. We don't really have that many instants and sorceries right now, though. Let me think. Ral, Wish. So Ral costs 1, Wish costs 1, leaving me with 1 mana. I can go Strike it Rich. That's probably the call, actually. I will Pact of Negation that. So now we'll go Wish. And at this point, I can flip my Ral. So here we'll cast this Strike it Rich. We lost the flip again. Then we'll just flash back the Strike it Rich. Yay, we win the flip. Yes, we'll flip the Ral. -8 the Ral. I will draw 2. Cast Manamorphose for free. We'll make red red. We'll go Ritual. We'll go Ren's Resolve. We'll cast this Ren's Resolve. Cast this Ritual. This Past in Flames is free. Cast this Ritual. Cast that Ritual. We'll go Ren's Resolve. Ren's Resolve again. We'll go Resolve. There's another Ral. Cast a Ritual. Tails. Win the flip. Yes, we'll use Ral's ability again. Play this Ral. Let that resolve. -8 this Ral. Ritual for free. Ritual for free. I'm gonna just cast the Wish now. Impulse. Another Ral. Resolve. Tails. I lost the flip, that's fine. So here I need to start casting my Manamorphose just to get my blue mana. Yes. We'll keep the new Ral. I'm going to make blue, blue. And then we'll just -8 this Ral. We'll cast this Wish again. And then I just play Thassa's. On to game 3. I do think at this point it's kind of unlosable. My opponent has 4.5 minutes on the clock. This has kind of a lot of lands. He's mulliganing though. I mean, I think I'll just keep this. Surgical wooded foothills? No, tune the narrative. Okay. We'll keep this one on top because I don't want to get punished by a surgical. If I mill that away and he hits a surgical, I'm fucked. And here we just say go. All right, all 4 medallions. Let's go. No. He's probably going to flash in a subtlety. And I will just immediately flame of ignore it. And there we go. Now he doesn't have a clock again. Could have waited to do it on his turn, but if he had an actual counter spell, I'd be punished for that reason. I think I'm just gonna pass here. I don't have a reason to rush. He's gonna surgical the flame, that's fine. I'll show you my 4 ruby medallions. So here, I don't even need to worry about the Ral, because it's just going to go to exile, and then I'll still have the other Ral available to me. We'll try the medallion now. I have a lot of lands. Okay. Play another one. Play my third one. You better have another spell snare, bro. You did not. Ritual Metamorphose into Witch? No, let's just Metamorphose, actually, and we'll go red one. Because I don't have any more Flame of Ignores in the deck. Hmm. Ral. Ritual. And he concedes. So that's a thing to notice. I also play Jeskai Control, and I think one of the things that our opponent did incredibly poorly, and ignoring the fact that he disconnected for about 2 minutes, 2 minutes wouldn't have really mattered. I had, even if he had those extra 2 minutes, he'd be 3 minutes to my 10 minutes at the end there. Our opponent played incredibly slowly game one. A lot of control players tend to do this because they overthink things a lot, or they just have analysis paralysis when you play something like control. It's incredibly detrimental to you. You can kind of get away with it in paper, but you'll just draw out all the time. You'll probably also get judge called for slow playing. I would not have hesitated to judge call my opponent game one, for example, if he played the same way he was there. Now, this could be a thing of like they're duo queuing, but in that case, why are you playing Jeskai control and duo queuing? Play something like Boros, where you don't really need to think that aggressively. Like, of course, Boros is better if you actually think about what you're doing, but that's a deck that you can play one drop, two drop, three. Like, you can just play your curve and it's fine. When you're playing something reactive like Jeskai control, where you need to think, you really shouldn't be duo queuing like that. You're gonna lose more matches just because you're gonna lose track of where you were, or you're just gonna run out of time. This is a deck that needs a lot of time to even do anything. They don't really present a threat. You see how long it took them to get game one alone, even ignoring their time delay. It was like turn 7, 8, 9 when they actually managed to play their Flage to swing in for lethal. They were just hitting me with a subtlety otherwise. Um, it's just really poor thought process. Like, you probably just shouldn't play a deck like Jeskai Control at that point. Anyways, we'll go on to game two, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so here we are in game two. I will be on the play again, fortunately. I will reveal my companion. Um, I'll keep this hand. It is pretty solid. It sucks that Valakut Awakening is a tap land, but I can just open it with the Thundering Falls and see if I hit another land. We did not. We hit another Ritual. I don't really know if I want that. One, two. Actually, maybe we do. Because if this is just like a non-interactive deck, Breeding Pool. Shuko, it's Nadu. Okay. So we'll just play Valakut Stoneforge tap and say go. Wall Roots is fine. I can probably just go off this turn. The land makes it even easier. So we'll open Medallion. Then we'll go Pyretic Ritual. And then we'll actually splice these just so that mana is not an issue. And we'll go Ren's Resolve. We do hit a Valakut Awakening. Oh. Buying Giganta leaves me with 2 mana, which would be all my mana for that. I don't really want to send anything away here, though. Let me think. If I play the Ral in Desperate Ritual, so I go to 4 mana, then I go to 6 mana. Actually, that might be the play here. Okay. Lose the flip. We go up to 6 mana. I can buy Giganta. Then I can cast this. Say Tails. You lose the flip. That's fine. I'll send away the Giganta, giving me 2... Wow, that's so unfair. Sometimes that happens, though. Now I'm in a prime position to lose. If they just have the Nadu. Yep. Alright, now we just yield through. So they should play the Might, double equip onto it, and then they could blow up my medallion if need be. Oh, they're just gonna blow it up without equipping twice? Oh, they're courting. Okay. And then I'm just gonna let them do the thing because they need to. I will probably skip through this now in editing just because what's the point of filming all of this? Alright, so the opponent gets there with a Finale of Devastation. Cut those out, bring in 2 flood pumps. I will be on the play again. I will reveal my Giganta. Not a big fan of this hand. I guess we'll try it though, because I can kill Nadu and or a Shuko. We'll open Surveil. We'll probably bin the medallion, actually. Might is fine. I think here we just play the Ral out. And then say go. Dismember. I'll go Bloodstain Mire. And say go. With Nadu on the stack, I will fetch. Find a mountain. Destroy that Shuko. Mountain would be great here. Ooh, perfect. So here we will go. Probably a mountain. We'll go red, red, play the route. And then before they get a chance to do anything, we will do this. Draw 2, destroy the Nadu. They get 1 trigger. Tails. I win the flip. I will not use Rattle ability. What did he reveal? Dismember. Okay, so he's gonna kill the Ral, so maybe I should have flipped my Ral, but it's fine. I actually, yeah, I should have paid attention to the fact that he flipped the Dismember. He goes Jailer, that's fine. It's not really the card you want against Storm. We should Dismember now, though. Yeah. We'll go Wooded Foothills. And I'll say go. And at this point, we've pretty much lost, so it's fine. We'll go next. I don't really have any advice for this matchup. This deck's getting banned in 2 days anyways. That's just how it goes sometimes. On to the next. All right, here we are in game 3. I will be on the draw. All right, our opponent disconnected for a little bit, but they are now back. I'm pretty sure they were going to reveal a companion, though, because they chose to play first. It hasn't given me my hand yet, or given me the prompt to reveal a companion, so I assume they have a companion to reveal. Yep, there we go. There we go. There, Giganta. This is a pretty bad hand, so we're going to send it away because if this is the mirror, I need speed. This is fine. We'll keep this. We'll probably send away land number 3 or strike it rich. I think strike it rich. Zoo, right? This is Zoo, I think. Monkey? No, Mikado. Okay. So now we have to worry about Stubborn Denial, because that is something they have access to. We'll just go Thundering Falls, trigger Surveil, leave it on top, so go. So they're fetching. Showa. Okay. So here we're going to try to go off, just because they've already tapped out. And worst case scenario, we get to draw with Flame Wheel. We're not going to flip our Rao, red or blue. We hit Resolve. I think here I am just going to Flame of Lenore, draw 2 and deal 5 damage to the Brawler. Cool, and then we say good. And assuming the Rao survives, we have access to 2 runs Resolves next turn. They fetch. They Surveil. They kept it on top. They play their Temple Garden tapped, and they just hold up the blue. Technically it's a red, but it's probably a blue. So we'll go Ren's Resolve, and if they have an answer, we can then fetch. I hit another Flame. And here I fetch. Hit a land, and we'll just deal with their board a little bit here. We're going to draw 2 and deal 5 again. Yep. Stubborn Denial, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. Do I want to flip? I think I do actually now. And we'll just +1. This way it takes them more than just... They either have to use a tribal for lanes or swing into the Rao and then bolt. And I think Discharge can hit Planeswalkers if I'm not mistaken. They do swing at the Rao. And then they're going to pay mana costs. Flage at the Rao. That's fine. See, if we hadn't done that, they'd just flame the Rao anyways. So our best top deck here is probably a Medallion or a Rao. We hit a land again, unfortunately, so we will Surveil. We'll get rid of the land. I think we go Flame draw. Actually, I think I want to kill that. Just get rid of their clock. They have no cards in hand now, so they're just playing the top deck game. They're playing something. Oh, are they just bringing back the Flage? I think they're just bringing back the Flage. Yeah. Yep. So what do we draw here? Amorphous? Okay. We'll open with the Ren's Resolve. See if we hit anything. We did hit a Ral, so we'll play the Ral. We'll go Morphos. I think we just make red here. I believe we are dead now. The wish costs me 2, and I can't cast anything off of it. So we'll just go next game. So versus you, we cut 2 Strike It Rich and a wish. And we bring in 3 Flood Moths. Yes. Reveal Gigantha. These are pretty greedy hands. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this. This is better. And I think I just send away one of the rituals. We got a monkey. We will surveil. Leave the medallion on top. So now I think if I go Ritual, Medallion, Ritual, I have 3 mana at the end, and if I go Ren's Resolve and hit nothing, I can't wish. What would I even be wishing for if I were to wish? 2 mana wish leaves me with 1 mana. I can Grape Shot kill a Ragavan. It's not a great play. I think I just Ren's Resolve here. And we say go. Oh, I misthought about this actually. They'll have 1 mana up after they play something because the Ragavan will connect. They're just going to draw 2 off of my flame. Okay. So we will fetch a basic here. Red medallion. You can't have force of negation though. Ritual makes 3. Impulse puts me down to 2. Ritual would put me up to 4. What if I were to go ritual? So let's think. Ritual puts me up to 5 mana. Wish leaves me at 3, and then Past in Flames would put me at 0. Right? Ritual into ritual. 3, 4, 5. 3. It's kind of a pain. All right, let's try ritual first. Maybe it is just goblins. If I go ritual, goblins, because I go to 5 mana, wish costs. Is it just ritual, goblins? Storm 3, 4, 5, make 10 goblins. No, we're gonna risk it here, I think. So now I can actually go ritual, wish, Past in Flames. So now I have a lot more goblins. I can even go resolve here, right? That puts me to 6. Yeah, so we can afford 1 resolve. We hit a Ral. So now I have my sideboard, and goblins costs 3 no matter what. So I can impulse 1 more time as well. Lose the flip again, which is fine. Reveal another ritual, play that. I win the flip, yes, I will flip Ral here. That's -8 the Ral here. I mean, I just Grave Shot, right? Like, that's just lethal. And I still have mana to continue going off in case for some reason this isn't lethal. And we just send it back. Wrap snitches. You can own star witness. Can you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. We have a no land. He keeps his 7. We'll mulligan. I'll keep this, and I'll send away probably this mountain. The sticky used. We go Blood Crypt tapped. I think I'll go Scalding Tarn Seiko, and then I can fetch a Surveil or even Shock in response to a Dashed Ragavan. I just don't really know if I want to do that in response to a Dashed Ragavan. Vamping Sphere is fine. Get rid of that with the Foothills and Siga. Another land, okay. We'll leave the Ral on top. And then if he dashes a Ragavan, I can just Flood Maw protecting my Ral. Yep. We'll bounce your Ragavan. Then we'll just go. I don't really want to play the route because it's going to die if I do that. So I think I go land and say go. And he realizes he can't do that now. So in response, I will fetch, play basic, and we'll destroy the Damping Sphere. And we'll just play around. And then I think I just say go here. There's an argument for casting Manamorphose and then playing a second Ral if I can flip this first Ral. Maybe I do try that. Nah. Aha, now I'll do it. Yes. Seen a lot of lands, unfortunately, but that's fine. Dash the monkey, probably swing at Ral. Actually, it's better to swing at me. Yep, swing at me, get your treasure token. What does he hit? He hits an Arid Mesa. Thank you for taking that land from my deck. Kabu. I'll actually go Ritual first. Kill that. No. So that's all three that's 2 foothills, a Bloodstained Mire, a Scalding Tarn, a Thundering Falls, and an Arid Mesa. So that means there's still another Wooded Foothills, 2 more Bloodstained Mires, and a Scalding Tarn. My opponent has disconnected again. Oh, man. Now the real question is, did he rage quit or actually disconnect? I don't know if losing connection does, if rage quitting makes you lose connection. All right, so it does appear that my opponent has Alt F4'd out of the game. His disconnect timer did not time out yet. Oh no, it wouldn't. Yeah, he still had 2 minutes on the clock. It may have auto timed him out, but I think it was more likely an Alt F4 because I put Flame of Anor on the stack, dealing with this threat and me drawing 2 cards with a mana still floating. I could still brick here, but this is also until next turn, so worst case scenario, I'd be able to draw 2 again or kill his threat. So yeah, I believe this was match 3, so now we are on to match 4. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, here we go on to game 4. I will be on the play. I will reveal my Giganta. This is a pretty solid hand, so we'll just keep this hand. He also reveals a Giganta, so this is either a energy matchup or the mirror. I will open with the Thundering Falls. I'll keep the Flame of Anor on top and say go. I believe this is probably Mardu energy. He opens Foundry. Ocelot Pride. I think here I want to probably just play playing the Ral is a little risky flat out, so we'll just resolve here. Flame and Mana first. Okay, I'll say go. Now he finds the black, so he might have a Thoughtseize. Oh, it's probably a Bowmaster's, actually. Nope. Taps out for a Raptor. What is Raptor going to reveal? An Aether Vial. Okay, that's an interesting choice. He is tapped out now, though, so I'm allowed to play my Ral first. We'll just go that. We'll play out the Ral. We are going to open Ritual. Tails. Lost the flip. That's A-okay. We're going to go Manamorphose. Tails. Lost the flip. Okay. Make blue-red. I will Flame. Nope. Another Ritual is nice. I will go Ritual. Tails. I win the flip. Nope. We'll go Impulse. Tails. Won the flip. Nope. Ooh, Past in Flames is really nice, actually. Tails. So if I use Ral's ability... I think we say wait here, actually, because I'm going to have a lot of chances to do it. We're going to say no. Just in case we break out. Because now I can go Ritual. And now I can flip him. So we're actually going to go Manamorphose here. Tails. Won the flip. Yes. We'll go red, blue this time. We'll play out the new Ral. And then here we will -8. I'm going to try to take advantage of the mana I have by going Impulse, and then in response, we'll go Ritual. And then in response, Ritual again. In response, Ritual again. Flip, yes. We will keep the new route. -8 this Ral again. I will draw 2. I think at this point, though, it doesn't really matter. We just cast a bunch of free spells here. And then just Grape Shot him. and they concede onto game 2. So I want the Flood Maws. Whoop, little burp there. And then I just cut 2 Strike It Rich and a Wish. Reveal the Jabantha again. He also reveals his Jabantha. We'll keep this just because we're on the draw, so I have the chance to surveil. And I don't really want to mulligan too aggressively in case they open with the Thoughtseize. They fetch black-red, so it's probably a Thoughtseize. Oh, it's just Vile. Okay. I don't know how I feel about the Vile in this list. And Sego. I guess he can play 2 1-drops this turn now because of Vile, but that's kind of interesting. I'm also curious as to why he fetches the black first. Shocks the Foundry. I'm guessing he's holding up a Bowmasters. We have the Bowmasters. You might as well just splash it in now. Can't really afford to throw that. So we'll play it tapped, and then we have the Flood Maw in case anything happens. Flashing the Bowman. Yep. A Ragavan. Okay. Yep, there's the Bowman. Spellbomb's fine. That is also fine. Kitty Cat. On your end step, I'll bounce the Flood Maw. Alright, we're gonna go Ritual. Medallion. Ritual again. Impulse. Play the Arid Mesa. I think here I will fetch. I think we just get a basic. We'll go Manamorphose. I know I'm going to take some damage from the Bowmasters, but that's fine. We'll make blue-red. Yep. That's fine. We'll go Manamorphose again. Red, red. Ping me again, buddy. That's fine. We go Ritual again. Cast the Past in Flames. And then if he brings in anything, I have Flame of the North still. So we'll go Ritual. Impulse. That gets me a wish. And that is game. I really don't know what the Aether Vial is for in this list. It seems pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. This deck has a pretty easy time generating the energy they need. I don't think they played any energy. No, they had an Ant after game one, right? I feel like they showed me an Ant after game one. Anyways, that puts us at 3-1. So we have positive the lead overall. Obviously, we still want to try to aim for the 4-1, but we'll see you in the next game. Hopefully, this is a 4-1. All right, here we are in game 5. We are on the draw. I will reveal my Giganta. This is kind of a weird hand. I will keep it, though. I have Surveils, I have Ruby Medallion, I have Manamorphose, and I do have my Wish overall. Undercity Sewers opener. Is this Mill? No, with Marsh Flask, this makes me think it's 4 of those. So I'm just going to open Woody Foothills and say go. Yep, this is Goryo's. On their end step, I will Surveil. Now, a Ritual is okay. It does leave me in a weird spot where I go Ritual, Medallion, Morphos, and then I need to hit off the Morphos for it to actually matter. Opponent really thinking about letting me resolve this. We'll find our Thundering Falls. Trigger Surveil. What, you want to consign that? Name that consign my Surveil? Trigger the Surveil. We'll get rid of the Bloodstained Mire. Untap, upkeep, draw. So I could try to Medallion that walks into a pending, and I feel like if they had Grief, they would have kept the Marsh Flats to be able to fetch a white source and ephemerate it. So I'm hedging my bets against them having the Grief in hand and just keeping the Medallion instead. Oh, never mind. They have the grief. All right. So we're gonna lose Reaving Medallion, and we're probably gonna lose either Flame or Manamorphose. I would probably take the Flame along with the Medallion. And then Ephemerate, take Flame with the North. Yep. Yep. Are they gonna triple Ephemerate? That's kind of not the greatest idea, I think. They're gonna triple Ephemerate it. That's a misplay, honestly. I would rather hold the third Ephemerate. Oh, Emperor Bones. Okay. Probably take the flame so that I can't flash it back because they know I have the passing flames. They take the medallion. I wonder, well, why? Keep the round hands. I am just gonna play out the Row. Just because the Grief will probably ephemerate to take more cards. The Row being in play forces them to have the pending, which if they do, oh well, I walked into it, but they do have access to get rid of the Row either way. Because I think if I were them, I would probably want to ephemerate bounce and take something here. Or ephemerate rebound and take something here. Yep. This way they can take the Past in Flames and then eat it with the Emperor Bones. They take Manamorphose. Weird. I guess they're leaving me with the Past in Flames because it's kind of a useless card right now. I'm assuming they have the Goryos in hand, and that's why they're fetching a Serval here, trying to quickly bin it. Yep, they eat the Manamorphose. And then I have to take all the damage here because if he adapts, can't block. If he adapts, he kills the Ral. Wish Grape Shot kills the Emperor of Bones. Right? Wish costs 2, leaving me with 1, and then Grape Shot kills Emperor. I think I'm supposed to do that. Right, Wish costs 2 mana, leaving me with 1 for a Grape Shot kill the Emperor. They can adapt it though. And then the Grape Shot goes into the graveyard. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that then. Right, adapt 2. That gives him counters, right? Yeah, it is instant speed. I could do it to the Grief then, but that leaves me in a bad spot. Could Wish Flood Mob bounce the Emperor of Bones. It's not terrible, I guess. Now that I already fetched, at least, you know? I guess we'll do that. We'll just bounce it. And then if I do manage to flip the Ral here, I'll just -2 kill the Grief. Okay, I did not. And then I'll pass turn. I feel like maybe that was a little bit of a waste, but I was just kind of forced to do it because I miscounted. Or I misthought, at least. I forgot about the adapt. So now I'm kind of hoping for either land doesn't let me slam Blood Moon actually. So I'm kind of hoping for an impulse, and then the impulse needs to hit pretty well. Or a flame. Flame would also be good. If I'm him, I eat the wish. Although he knows I have 3 wish, probably just eat the flame moving north. He eats the into the flood maw. Interesting. Swing in, can't block. Ritual, cast and flame. So let's do some math here. Ritual gives me 3. I have 2. I could empty. It's not terrible. I think Blood Moon is better though. So I go Ritual. No. No. And slam a moon. Now he can't Goryos. Oh, he's got a counter spell. He's gonna adapt. Okay. Do I just go to 7 here? I think I do. Alright, take 7 down to 3. I could die to my own Ralph flips in that situation. I do think I just have to chomp here. Right? No, I won't chomp actually, because like I can just insta-flip Ralph if it gets to it. Flame's good. Oh, Flame's not good. Let's think here then. Wish Grape Shot kills the Grief. Force. Alright, we'll go next then. So I want Pacts and Blood Moon. And then I cut a Rens and a Flame. Two strike. And I think a Wish. Yeah, a Wish. Yes, I'm on the play. I will reveal Juicy J. Yeah, we'll just keep this hand. So I have an attempt to turn 2 here. We'll just go Mesa, say go. Leave the Ral on top. So we're gonna try to ritual here. Do you have a pact? Nope. We'll go medallion. There's the force. That's fine then. We'll say go ahead. We'll do it again. Drown in the walk. No? Yeah, drown in the walk, right? Painted Indulgence. Okay. He might have another force and was missing. No, he wouldn't have a force. He would have had a blue card there. We'll go Morphos. We'll go blue, red. Probably play this as a land, and we'll go Flame of Anor, draw 2. And then we'll say go. Granith is fine. We can play a ritual. So play Ral, ritual, ritual. Can I not just, let me think, splice to the arcane, costs all 3, and it makes me 6. 7, 8. Buy Gigantha for 3, leaving me at 5. Yeah, I could do that. We'll try it. Yeah, I guess I might as well play the Ral too. Say go. Okay. So he's got 3 cards in hand. So he discards everything, and that becomes a 4/5. Yeah, I think I just swing here. Yep. Gives the frog flying, swings in to draw a card. Another indulgence. Oh, pending. Oh, Emperor. Okay. I mean, I already can't play cards from hand anyways, bro. We'll go Metamorphose. Tails. I win the flip. I'll use Ral's ability here. No. Red, red. Scalding turn. Say okay. Combat swing. Another Emperor. That's funny. So you're gonna take my Ral or my Pact? Okay. Hmm. 5, 6, 7. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is exact lethal if I don't block. So I have to take this block. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I die if I don't block one of the Emperors. I think I blocked this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, I think he has Exactsies, right? Discard 2 makes it a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he does have Exactsies, but let's see if he sees it. He's going to adapt that one. Yep. Oh, he sees it, yeah. Well, that is a game there. Another 3-2. Can't be too upset since it paid for the lead. Things to note. The game that I lost against. Who was this matchup? What even was that matchup? Hold on. Ah, ah. This was versus. Oh yeah, Nadu. I don't know if there's much better I could do against Nadu. That I don't really think it matters to really think about it. That deck's getting banned in 2 days. Pretty sure they're just banning Nadu. There's no other card really necessary to ban in the format right now. I don't think Ring needs to go. I don't think Brief needs to go. Against Goryo's, I don't know if I could have played that better. I'm sure there was something I missed or some lines that I could have misplayed. I definitely could have played the Ral turn earlier in game one. I was hedging my bets against them having a Grief. But they were just either sandbagging it or they top decked the Grief and then just went for it. But I was more worried about them having access to a prismatic ending than I was of them having the Grief scan. But yeah, so that's the league. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a couple of those matches were a little annoying because people kept disconnecting or taking a long time. Hopefully I'll just edit that out though. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day and keep storming.